Hello, thanks a lot for coming to everyone. Today my report and comment IT Sociology in Speed of Light. It's the 5th of May 2011 and I have to give a small obituary about the message I've got yesterday here in the newspaper in Germany, Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung. The title announces the pianist Vladimir Krainev is dead. The headline is Russian Tradition. He is born 1944 and he died on 29th of April this year, 67 years old, and my recall will give a little example of the wonderful pianist, genius musician Vladimir Krainev. He's got a lot of uppermost competition prizes, not at least the Tchaikovsky Competition in the Moscow Conservatory, and we traveled together with the staff from the BBC London about Moscow, Tampov to Ivanovka, deep in the countryside, the summer settlement, the summer house of the composer Rachmaninoff, and there we made recording at the original piano of Rachmaninoff in the music room there in the house, and I will give you a little impression of the music of Vladimir Krainev here in a small example by a concert they played with Scriabin. The Symphonic Orchestra from Frankfurt with a choir from Bavarian. So I changed the channel now, and I will tell you a little experience, or you could think rather it's a kind of fairy tale we had there. And this is a short cut. They're in Ivanovka in that music room, and they are playing the C minor sonata. This is Vladimir Krainev and accompanied by this cellist Karine Georgian. Vladimir, this. This is not bad. I didn't stop the other channel. No, that doesn't work. So I have to stop the other. But I want to tell about our traveling. Here's So he was been working as a teacher and professor at the Music Academy in Hanover. And we flew in from Hanover to Moscow, Sheremetyevo. We joined there with the staff from London, and then we went by train to Tambov, more or less 400 kilometers in south of Moscow, and then in direction Stalingrad with a special, large, totally new German Mercedes-Benz bus with only 10 people in the large bus, and we went into the winter taiga. You couldn't see the street in front of the bus, but we were very, very happy, and it was a uncomparable experience together to go there. And I want to tell two small things we had there. In this recording here, we need a kind of portable recording machine for the synchronization. And when we arrived there and we took our clothes out of the bus, brought them into the house, then in that moment we missed one of the important machines for recording. There have been only 5 or 6 people there in this winterly summer settlement, compoundment of Rachmaninoff. Someone from that 5 people there must have taken this machine, but we couldn't get it back, we couldn't find it, and they had later on difficulties to salute by the BBC to synchronize this takes here, this cuts, this recordings. Vladimir Krainev here and Karine Georgian, both are Tchaikovsky Prize winners from Moscow. Yes, and so this is a corner of that house with a epitaph for Rachmaninoff. And Здравствуйте, I cannot talk Russian. I have had to learn lots of letters and words there, and so I can say До свидания и Karashut Это очень. In this situation, this is Vladimir Krainev, 1992. We traveled together in the train from Moscow to Tambov, and we had to stay in this kind of bunk bed, and we all of the time, from early in the morning until deep in the night, we had serious discussions about the arts, the music, the people, our friends, about the politics, about everything. It was very, very wonderful for us together. And on the other hand, we've been serious, and on the other hand, we've been laughing and joking, and really it was a kind of journey, uncomparably sort of. And when we been in this cabinet there in the train and one station, then the officers came and told us that we have to, inside of the door, we have to put a kind of bolt, so-called a bar, a big steel bar, to close the door stronger. And they told us, though, now in this station is the last occasion to fetch some hot water from the samovar for the tea. You find always, all over in the trains in Russia, samovars in each wagon, and to get hot water and black tea, Russian tea. And they told us, now last time you can fetch water, tea, things, then you have to close the door, because on the next station, in the next stopover, then came people, kind of terrorists, robberies, into the train, and they tried to rob as a gang the traveling people there in the train. And when they are coming, you have to put this bar in this both holes there, and then you must try to keep it, to hold it in that position. And if they try to tear off the door of the cabinet, you have to hold it with all your power and strongness to keep the door closed. And in 2 stations later, then they are leaving the train, and then you can open the door. And so, unbelievable story here, together with the pianist Vladimir Krainev. We've been there in this cabinet together with 2 other people from the recording team from BBC, a photograph and some camera man, and so, and it was like they told us. The gang came and they tried to open the door of the cabinet, and we inside, we could see them through the window, but it was not used that they thresh through the glass window. So if we could fit to close the door, then it will go, and it was like that. It's unforgettable, and we've been joking the whole rest of this travel together about this happening, about this experience. Yes, and the other thing was with a stolen recorder there in Ivanovka. Everything was great, and when we came back, then there was a Christmas New Year concert in Tampov. It was a big society event there. Everyone was there. It was 1992. And then after that, back in Moscow, we had the party for the New Year together with lots of Russian friends, all people from the music scene there. And then was a New Year concert in the Tchaikovsky Conservatorium, in that main room. Everyone from the music world, in our world, knows that special room where everyone has been. There was a Oistrach did perform, or all the famous people, and we met them there. And the concert was of pupil from Vladimir Krainev playing 3 very long program Rachmaninoff concerts. And so that was my memory together with the friends and with Vladimir Krainev. He passed on 29th of April, and I will keep him in my heart and in my memories, and I will send my personal regards to all the people I didn't meet since then from the other countries and so on. Okay, thanks for coming here, and keep the memory, and so it will move on. Thanks for coming.